We're getting ready to start applying the wrap, which this is pretty much the whole kit. The only thing we need is the roof. We got Curtis here. He is doing the prep work. He's cleaning the whole surface with a rubbing alcohol. Once he goes through and cleans every nook and cranny, we'll start applying. We're going to start with the driver's side. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to unroll this, we're going to pin it up, and we're going to see where we need to adjust, where we need to start before we peel the backing off and start sticking. And then yeah, we're going to have to find a way to hold that door shut there. So there's that seam in there. Now we're gonna, here's where there's a real major funk. We want to take it as far out before we get into here. If we just keep taking it over, we're just going to chase that funk the whole way to hell down, so we want to get rid of that. We always keep our scraps. Catch it up the rest of the way. Look at that. Nice, smooth. Nice and smooth, so that way when you're applying, you don't have to really do much. You should just lay down the hit a high spot first and then go down and up. I used to remove like commercial wraps. We did a bunch of FedEx and like you had to remove it and then you had to paint over all the ghosting because people were actually suing them. Whoever purchased the vehicle after they were using it would sue them because they had the ghosting on it. Something happened. It's crazy. I never understood it, but people are out to get a buck.
Shit. I still see old trucks with like company logos on them from wrap jobs that were torn off.
Yeah. Like the shadowing from the vinyl was like ghosted on.
Yeah, when you tear it off,
around that area,
it looks like brand new.
Yeah, like fades out, and where the vinyl was like brand new. It's crazy. What do you think, dude?
It's looking great.
It's going pretty smooth of late. We're gonna have to do it again. We got one little wrinkle, dude. Look at this. I don't know if you get a zoom up in on that. Unacceptable. Much better. Now I can sleep at night. This part right here is very tricky. So we're going to lay down as much in so we're not stretching that much as we can so we don't distort the ink in the print. This is like a super recessed area, so it's very complicated. You gotta, if I were just to lay it or keep this tight and stretch it down in the black, because we're working with black, it would have distorted big time. Yeah, I've done these before, and these are the areas. This and the front bumper are the key tricky areas of this damn car. We use a latex printer, and the difference between latex and solvent is when the ink is printed onto the material with latex, it's only just sitting on the surface, whereas with solvent, it actually pokes in like a needle, like a tattoo, and it bleeds into the material. So that's why they need a 24 to 48 hour curing process, because they need to gas out, and it needs to cure, just like paint, anything else. So you can get away with stretching it a lot better with solvent than you can with latex, but it's just, you got to know your material, you got to know your product and what you're working with. So it might be you have to be more cautious with latex because of that reason.
You mean just as far as the installation process goes, not the actual like after product, like the final product?
Yeah, just installation. You just need to know how far you can take the material before you start making it look like shit. Alright, so when you stretch it too much, see how it starts to make the color look lighter?
Oh yeah.
So you do that, you're screwed. That just ruined it. We went way too far with that. But a lot of this other stuff will save. But yeah, so you just gotta be careful how much you stretch. Like that piece is ruined. If we would have did that on the car, the whole thing's gotta come off.
I like it. It's a pretty cool design. Get the whole layout. It's wild, that's for sure.
Think the client's gonna like it?
Oh yeah, I think they'll love it. A couple of the OEM manufacturers at SEMA did some like specialty theme cars, and they were like superheroes and stuff.
You know where
like
she
that.
got this from? Did you see the new what was it? The Spider-Man with Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
He's the electric,
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
eel thing, whatever
Yeah.
that is.
My son loves that.
Yeah, this is where she got her inspiration from that.
So I nailed it.
You nailed it.
superhero.
Nailed it. Well, I wouldn't say he's a superhero, he's a villain.
He's the villain, but hey,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with having a villain.
You can go online, you can get templates, right? Of vehicles to design off of. Like 85 or even higher than that, 95% of the time, those templates aren't correct measurements. So what you have to do is you have to wait until you get the car in, do a full survey, measure everything precise, and then go back in the software, design it up, spec'd out to the measurements you got, and then produce that way. So it's like, you can definitely design if the template is 100% perfect, which I don't think any of them are. So it's a process. I mean, it's not, people think you just slap it together and then you click the print button. It's not like that at all. Not even a little bit.